Hey there and welcome. So, today we're going to talk about accounting. Now, before your mind drifts off to, dusty ledgers and super complicated spreadsheets, I want you to think of it as something totally different. Think of it like a navigation system for your business. It's the tool that helps you actually understand the story your finances are trying to tell you. So, let's chart that course and dive right in. But seriously, just think about that question for a second. How does any business, whether you're running it or you're just a part of it, how does it really know where it's going? How are those big decisions actually made? Are you growing, shrinking, or just treading water? It's a huge question, and if you don't have the right tools, the answer can be kind of vague and honestly a little scary. And this right here, this visual just nails it, doesn't it? It's like you're the captain of a ship, smack in the middle of a massive storm, and you've got no map, no compass. Every turn you make is just a guess. Every single decision is based on a gut feeling instead of actual information. Well, that's exactly what it's like to run a business without a clear financial picture. It's risky, it's super stressful, and you know what? It's completely unnecessary. So here's the game plan for our little journey today. We're going to start by really getting what it means for a business to be flying blind. Then we'll get ourselves a financial compass and break down how to use it in 3 simple steps. After that, we'll see how to turn all those raw numbers into a story you can actually understand. And finally, we'll wrap up with the real power of knowing where your business is truly headed. All right, first up, let's really dig into this whole idea of flying blind. This is the problem we're here to solve today. This challenge of making these huge, critical decisions without all the facts laid out in front of you. And this really gets to the heart of it. Management has to know its financial position. I mean, this isn't just some nice-to-have thing. It's absolutely essential to know which way the business is pointing. Are you actually moving toward your goals, or are you drifting away from them? Without knowing this, pretty much every strategic move you make is just a shot in the dark. But here's the good news, right? We don't have to stay lost out in that storm. This is where we find our financial compass. So let's stop thinking about accounting as some boring chore and start seeing it for what it is, an absolutely critical tool for finding your way and bringing some real clarity to all the chaos. You know, when you strip it all back, the definition of accounting is actually pretty simple. It's really just a process of organizing all your financial information. That's it. It's about taking all those little everyday business details and putting them together in a way that shows you the big picture, the real financial position of your company. So how does this whole process actually work? It might sound complicated from the outside, but it really just boils down to 3 pretty straightforward steps that take us from complete chaos to perfect order. Okay, so first you record everything, and I mean everything. Every sale, every purchase, every single payment. Think of it like a super detailed financial diary. Next, you classify. You start sorting all of those entries into groups that make sense. Okay, this pile here is income, that's operating expenses, this one's payroll. And finally, you summarize. You just add it all up to get a clean, high-level overview. See? Recording, classifying, summarizing. It's a natural flow from a messy pile of data to something that makes sense. And this is where the magic really starts to happen. Because once we've created that order, we can move past just crunching numbers. We start to see the story, the actual narrative that all that data has been trying to tell us. That whole 3-step process, it basically acts like a funnel. You pour in all the chaotic, raw data from your day-to-day business at the top, and what comes out the other side? Clear, well-analyzed financial documents. These documents, they're the map you get at the end of your journey. This is where the raw data finally becomes insight you can actually use. And the key documents you get from this, like the balance sheet, which is just a snapshot of what your business owns versus what it owes at one specific moment, and the trial balance, well, these are the main tools management uses. And trust me, they're not just lists of numbers, they tell a real story. Is it a story about fast growth but with costs that are way too high? Or maybe it's a story of steady profit but your cash is drying up. These documents give you all the plot points. Okay, so this brings us to our final, and honestly, our most important point, the incredible power of just knowing. Let's go back to our captain in the storm. With these tools, it's like we just handed them a compass, a map, and a GPS. There's a quote from our source material that just sums this up perfectly. It says, "The final report helps management know the business's position so they know which direction they're heading." In other words, it's the difference between just reacting to things as they happen and actually getting in the driver's seat to shape your own future. And that's the real transformation, isn't it? You go from making guesses in the dark, from flying blind, to grabbing the wheel and steering with confidence because you know exactly where you are and where you want to go. That right there is the true power of accounting. It's really not about the math, it's all about empowerment. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Every single day, your business is telling a financial story. The only question left is, are you listening?